Hey superstar, Gavin is here from Wake Up Fulfilled. Welcome back to my channel, the #1 place for go-getting empaths and light workers who want to manifest an inspired life. And if you want to manifest an inspired life, in this video I'm going to be sharing with you how to supercharge your emotions so that you can manifest the reality that you want and create what it is that you want and desire. And if you're new to the channel or if you're an existing subscriber, you can comment below, I am a superstar, oh yes, and that will enter you a chance to win my sleep shifting course. So comment that below right now. There should be 3 winners on screen right now. DM me on Instagram at Wake Up Fulfilled in order to get access to the program if you have won. And come back every day to see if you have won as well. So we're going to be talking about in this video is 3 principles that in the next 30 days will radically shift your life. Now this takes work, but it takes work and it takes awareness, but if you apply it, I can promise you, you will be on a high a majority of the time. You will be literally feeling like a high vibration most of the time, okay? So I'm going to show you exactly how to do this. So make sure you follow each of these steps I'm going to be sharing with you in this video. And if you're someone that wants to learn how to find their passion, you want to learn how to be free of your money blocks, and you want to manifest financial success easily, then check out the full story on how you can do that at neutralityshifting.com, or there'll be a link in the description. Now, the first tip that I want to provide for you is you need to get a negative emotion list. Gavin, what are you talking about? A negative emotion list? Yeah, you want to literally become aware of all of your negative emotions through the next 7 days or 14 days, however long you want to do it for. But I would suggest a minimum of 7 days that you want to list down all of your negative emotions and why they are happening. What's causing you to feel negative? Is it food? Is it what you're drinking? Is it people? Is it certain people? Is it certain environments? You want to put down a list of the things that are making you feel low. You know, when it comes to having dis-ease in the body, sometimes it's about eradicating what's causing the dis-ease first. And so we want to ask ourselves, what's causing the dis-emotion? What's causing the emotion to be negative? So it's about elimination. For a lot of people, it's about elimination, removing things from their life. And when you remove stuff, you create room for new things to show up, for new things to manifest. And so what we need to do is become aware of what's causing our negative emotions. Now, in neuro-linguistic programming, also known as NLP, we have different modalities. We have the modality of visual, okay? We see visually, okay? And then we have the auditory. Right, we hear stuff, right? And then we have the K, which is the kinesthetic, which is the feeling, which is the emotion. And so what I suggest that you do is have 3 different sections, right? You get a piece of paper, you got 3 different sections, and you write VAC. V, okay, for visual, A for auditory, K for kinesthetic, right? And once you have that, you got those 3 different columns. Now you're going to see what's affecting you visually, right? Is it TV? Is it something that you just seen, you know, through on your phone, right? On social media, right? And you want to list those down. What's affecting you? Is it something that you're seeing at work? Is it something that you're seeing in your family, right? What is it that's affecting your emotions? And again, don't just do this intellectually, okay? You want to have a list so you can see it on paper. You've taken it out of your mind and you've become aware of it, okay? So make sure you write it down. And again, not on your phone, not on your computer. Actually write it down, because you need to get this stuff out of your body, all right? So you're writing it down and you're putting it on a piece of paper, okay? And in other words, you're like downloading it onto the paper, okay? So now that you've extracted it from your mind and you've put it on the paper, now you've got the visual. What's affecting you on the audio level, okay? The auditory. What are you hearing? Through, again, TV, people, circumstances, etc., etc. What's affecting you emotionally in a negative way on the auditory, all right? Now you've got a list of those different things. And again, it's just about being aware and noticing over the next 7 days how this stuff is actually affecting you, all right? And then the kinesthetic, which is the last one here, which is the feeling, how you feel and interact, right? Your feeling, your emotion, what's affecting you. Now, this is the tricky one, because sometimes the emotion can be external, or it could be the way you're thinking about yourself or the way you're processing something. Okay, this one is really powerful for me personally. It's the most charged area for me. I know the way that I feel about myself, when I wake up in the morning, how my day's going. Like, for example, and not even how my day's going, it's just about how I'm feeling. Like if I eat something and I'm not feeling good, it actually just brings me down a lot. And so I noticed that particular section really affects me. So now I know that I need to set my life up in a way so that I'm feeling kinesthetically good. Like the way I feel in my body feels good. And so with you, you're going to find out, okay, which particular modality is affecting you the most. And so after 7 days, you're going to have a negative list. And what you're going to do is you're going to be able to eradicate this stuff, start shifting it. Now, some might be harder than others. Sometimes you might have to have a conversation with someone. Sometimes you might have to be assertive. Sometimes you might have to do something that you've never done before. It might be a little bit scary, but this is where you can grow, okay? And a lot of people are afraid to be selfish. A lot of people are afraid to love themselves enough to have that. You've got to love yourself into having that and being that greater version of yourself, because it's going to lead to the reality that you want. The universe is always going to challenge you to be better, to be greater. And so this is what's happening. You might be afraid, but on the other side of fear is success. And so we need to learn to move into that and communicate with that person. Even if it's writing a letter, even if it's sending a text, right? Learning how to just start your communication, get that going, and speak to that person, or do that thing that you need to do that you've never done before. Get outside your comfort zone and make the changes so that you can supercharge your emotion. Because in reality, these negative emotions or these negative things in these particular areas are affecting you from supercharging your emotions, are affecting you from being in that total high vibration. So it takes eradicating those things so that you can be in that state a majority of the time. Otherwise, I'm going to show you tip number 2, and you're going to try and do it, but you can't get to the heights that you can, and you can't maintain it, and you can't sustain it, because the VAC, the different areas that you're taking on these negative emotions, are affecting you, and it's bringing you up and down, up and down, up and down. We don't want that, right? We want consistency. And so this is how we create the consistency, okay? So you need to do the elimination process. And again, I said this is work, and if you do the work, you will see the shift. So number 2 here is positive emotion list. Okay, writing down a positive emotion list in the different areas, VAC. And what affects you positively? What shifts you positively? Is it watching YouTube videos? Is it listening to a particular person? Maybe it's actually watching a particular person, right? You just like their energy. Maybe it's listening to certain music, binaural beats, or listening to affirmations whilst you sleep. Maybe it's going to seminars and workshops and programs, and maybe it's meditation class or yoga class. Look at all the different things that are affecting you on these different levels. What are you seeing visually that's making you feel really good? Is your environment set up so it inspires you? I have pictures on my wall here in my office because it inspires me to, be a greater version of myself, take action and get stuff done. You want to environment that manifests that what you want. So this environment that I'm in right now manufactures the success that I want by having crystals, by having my plaque there of success, and I think I've got some certificates down there, right, of my success and stuff like this. So it gives me that the inspiration to get where I want to be. So visually I'm seeing success. Auditory. Now usually throughout my day I'm playing positive 432 hertz. You see, because it makes me feel good. I play relaxing music, or I play waterfall. I play a stream. Water just trickling down the stream, and it sounds really nice, and it makes me, ASMR, right? I just feel really, really good. And so, what affects you auditory? Okay, and apply that into your life, right? And you can play this stuff 24/7, or however you want to do it, right? And then also the kinesthetic, what makes you feel good kinesthetically, right? And so kinesthetically, it might be exercise, it might be dancing, it might be singing, right? What makes you feel good kinesthetically? And then once you got that list down, you want to do more of those things, and that's what's going to supercharge your emotion. And now that you're actively doing these more positive things, you can stay in that state, and you can be in that state much longer, and it starts to program into your being. It starts to become a part of who you are. It starts to become a part of your personality. And also, what's really, really good is the negative part is no longer affecting you, because you've taken the steps to either, get rid of it or make it very much less, right? See how that works? So that's how you're able to supercharge your emotion. And number 3 here, The last one is very, very potent, very, very powerful. But what's really going to take it to the next level for you is, again, doing the previous steps. Okay, this is brain-heart coherence. Okay, getting your brain to be in sync with your heart, getting your heart to be in sync with your brain. Your heart has its own intelligence. Your heart has its own brain. In fact, there have been studies whereby people have got heart surgery, not heart surgery, but heart transplant, and they get the transplant and they take on someone else's heart, and they start having visuals and dreams of that person that passed away who had done the heart transplant and get, the heart that they took on. I think you know what I'm talking about, right? And so you take on a new heart and you have that person's memories. It's crazy, right? And so what we need to understand is that the heart is very, very powerful. The electromagnetic energy of the heart is significantly more powerful than the electromagnetic energy of the brain. And so when we can train our heart to be coherent with the mind, we start to manifest from a more empowering space. Most of us are manifesting from the ego-based mind. And I always talk about it. This is not where you want to manifest from. This is 3D way of manifesting. You want to manifest from the heart space, from the 5D, from love, from abundance. To the point where I'm actually shifting into focusing on, rather than having money goals, instead of having money goals, have how many people can I help kind of goals, right? How many people's lives can I shift kind of goals? So it's more heart-based. The money comes from focusing on that. Money comes from focusing on that particular vibration. And so what brain-heart coherence does is it helps you be in a positive state a majority of the time. It helps you shift into feeling immense amounts of gratitude, inner peace, productivity, and much, much more. In fact, you can check out the EM Wave 2. I have this device. I've had it for many years now, and I've just recently started to use it again to build my brain-heart coherence, reduce stress, be more productive. It makes you really, really focus. If you've got ADD, ADHD, it helps you with focus. And so it really trains you to be in a positive state. So the EM Wave 2 is from the Heart Math Institute, and they have a lot of science backed on this particular device and brain-heart coherence. Dr. Joe Dispenza talks about it, and it's just a really powerful tool to really shift your life, and it helps you manifest from a more empowering space. When you're in this energy, you just resonate on a completely different frequency. It definitely 100% supercharges your emotions and makes you feel more positive. But be sure to apply the previous steps, okay? Eradication, and then add some positive stuff to your life and focus on doing those things more often. Essentialism, what makes you feel good a majority of the time? What makes you feel great? Focus on those things. Put energy and add value to those particular areas of your life. And then use brain-heart coherence to help shift your breathing so that your breathing allows you to sync your heart with your mind. Now, if you're someone that wants to learn how to find their passion, remove their money blocks, and manifest financial success easily, get the full story on exactly how you can do that by going over to neutralityshifting.com, or there'll be a link in the description that you can click on and learn more about that. So get the full story on how you can do that. And remember, keep learning, keep growing, keep expanding, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.